ಹೆಲೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಫಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹೆಲ್ದಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನಂಬ್ತಾ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸೆಷನನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 10 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 2 ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್. So carbon and its compounds in the electron dot structure. Electron dot structure of hydrocarbons as well some of the other heteroatoms also we consider in electron dot structure. Okay. Next we are understanding regarding the allotropy. What do you mean by allotropy? Definition. What are the different allotropic forms of particular element, and particularly for carbon we are going to understand. So third I have process of catenation. It is the main property exhibited by the carbon and its compounds. That process is considered as catenation. Hangandrenu etta ella detail agi kaliyona. So these are the main three topics. After these topics I supposed to tell you regarding the tetravalency of carbon atom. Next we are going to understand regarding the classification of hydrocarbons. Adadmele we are going to understand regarding the isomerism. What is isomerism, what are the types, and everything in detail we will be learning in isomerism part. After that we have a homologous series. What is homologous series? We'll consider some of the homologous series and then we will understand in detail. Then we have regarding functional group. Functional group andrenu, ಅದರ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ, ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಆಟಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್. ಸೊ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅವು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅವು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. Fine. So with this let's start for carbon and its compounds. As I told you, we are going to learn regarding the electron dot structure. Electron dot structure andrenu, first let us understand that one. We will be having number of valence electrons. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವು, ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವು. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ 6 it is. ಹೌದಾ? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಹೀಲಿಯಂ, ಲಿಥಿಯಂ, ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ, ಬೋರಾನ್, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಸೊ atomic number is 6. 6 is called as atomic number. Okay, how you write the electronic configuration? I'll be writing as 2, 4. In the sense, carbon has left with 4 electrons. This is considered as K shell. K shell is filled with 2 electrons, and this is considered as L shell. L shell capacity is 8, but we have only 4 electrons here, right? So now I'm going to write the electron dot structure. Electron dot structure for carbon atom. For carbon atom, electron dot structure ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆ atom ಇಂದ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ that is considered as electron dot structure. So ನೋಡ್ರಿ, this is my carbon atom. How many electrons I have in the valence shell? I have 4 electrons. So I'll be putting 4 dots around the symbol of carbon atom. So this is referred as electron dot structure for carbon atom. I hope you have understood. So likewise, we will be writing many of the compounds we can consider, and we will be writing the electron dot structure. So this is for carbon atom. Similarly, I'll be having oxygen atom. Similarly, I'll be having oxygen atom. I know oxygen atom symbol is O and atomic number is 8. Atomic number is 8, isn't it? So how will you write the electronic configuration? Electronic configuration for oxygen atom can be written as 2, 6, isn't it? This is K shell, we know that, and this is considered to be L shell. L shell capacity is 8, but we have only 6 electrons, and these 6 electrons are considered as valence shell electrons. Valence shell artha eno, if you consider this as a nucleus, I have first shell, then I have second shell. First shell capacity is 2. This we all know. All together we have studied in 9th standard, 2n square formula, isn't it? If n equal to 1. Then what we consider 2 into 1 whole square. It will be having 2 as the capacity, and n equal to 1 is nothing but it is considered as K shell. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಓದಿದ್ವಿ? 9th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಓದಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು what I am writing here, I am writing the electronic configuration for oxygen atom. Here I have written 2 electrons inner shell. ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿದ್ವು? 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 electrons are remaining, right? So when here 6 electrons are remaining, in the sense all those 6 electrons are considered as valence shell electrons. Valence shell electrons. So ಈ valence shell electrons ಅನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now it is considered as electron dot structure. Electron dot structure for oxygen atom. I hope you will all get writing how to write all these things. So this is how we will be writing. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರೆದ್ವಿ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರೆದ್ವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇಂದ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಏನೈತಿ? 4 and maximum it has 4 electrons, means it can give all those 4 electrons or it can share all those electrons. Usually carbon shares all the 4 electrons with any other atom because it shows covalency. Covalency in the sense it always forms covalent bond. Covalent bond form modonte capacity carbon igirodrinda always it will form covalent bond itself. I hope you have understood. So now this is a single atom have written here. If I do consider any of the example of any other molecule like methane, or we can consider oxygen molecule, oxygen atom consider madidvi. If I consider oxygen molecule, how it shows the electron dot structure, all those things we will see one by one. What I do consider now? I do consider now electron dot structure for particularly oxygen molecule. So I have oxygen molecule here. Okay, dear students, if I do consider oxygen molecule, how I should write the electron dot structure? So oxygen molecule, we know that it is O2. So O2 in the sense one oxygen, we came to know there are 6 electrons are present. 6 electrons are present. Similarly, I do have one more oxygen atom. So it will also possesses 6 electrons, right? So one oxygen to complete the octet, one oxygen atom to complete its octet, it needs 8 electrons to be present around it, right? ಅಂದ್ರೆ one oxygen ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು? 8 electrons ಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವು? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I need 8 electrons, right? But oxygen ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಂತ ಇವಾಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತಾವಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ? 6 ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. So here I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 adava, 2 oxygen molecule adava. Okay, now what I should write? I have to write electron dot structure for oxygen molecule in such a way that each oxygen molecule must have to get 8 electrons. So how does it get? See, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let us consider these 2 electrons because this oxygen gives its 2 electrons to this oxygen atom. Getting? So what I do, right? I will be taking the structure like this. Understood? Similarly, this oxygen also needs 8 electrons to complete its octet. So what it does? It takes 2 electrons from this neighboring oxygen atom. So see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So it will be written in this way. So what we call it as? We call it as electron dot structure. Electron dot structure we call it as. ಹೌದಾ? So structure electron dot structure ಬರ್ದ್ವಿ. Structural formula. How we can write structural formula? We would write O double bond O because these 2 dots are there, no? They are going to form the bond to each ಅದರ್. ಈ ಥರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು. ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆದರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. 2 electrons are sharing between 2 oxygen atoms. So how many bonds? 2 bonds are going to be formed. So ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇಂದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಈ ತರ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ we are going to write in this fashion. I hope you have all understood this one. Similarly, what do I consider? Similarly, I do consider CH4 molecule, methane. What is this CH4 called as? It is called as methane molecule. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಮೀಥೇನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಎರಡು ಅದಾವ. ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 4. And what is the valency of hydrogen atom? Hydrogen atom atomic number is 1. So it has only 1 electron or 1 proton also we can say. Sometimes higher study hodangilla nimge adra bagge detail agi heltara gottagtade. So here I have hydrogen atom, it has only 1 electron. Here I have hydrogen atom 1 electron. Here have hydrogen atom 1 electron. Here also I have hydrogen atom 1 electron. In CH4 formula I have 4 hydrogen atoms. So I placed all the 4 hydrogen atoms around the carbon atom. Now you can see here when the valency of hydrogen if you are considering. So hydrogen atom will be hydrogen atom is stable with 2 electrons with it. 2 electrons with it. Hydrogen molecule hatra hydrogen molecule hatra ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. This is electron dot structure for this hydrogen. This is electron dot structure for this, and this is electron dot structure for last hydrogen atom. Now question arises, what about this carbon? But carbon will have stability with 8 electrons. Stability with 8 electrons where it completes its octet. Where it completes its octet. ಇದರದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇಂದ ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬೇಕು, 8 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬೇಕು. But hydrogen is considered as stable at duplet. But I can write here hydrogen will be stable. Hydrogen is stable in its duplet. Stable in its duplet. I hope you all are understanding. Okay, hydrogen ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಡುಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಹೀಲಿಯಂ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದದ್ದೆಲ್ಲವಕ್ಕೂ ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಜನರಲಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. So here where do I consider? For carbon atom if you consider 8 electrons it needs. 8 electron heng show ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, see all these 8 electrons must be embedded within this structure. So you can see this structure 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. In the sense all these 8 dots are 8 electrons which are 100% related to carbon atom also. So all the 8 electrons are completely related to carbon atom also. So this is referred as electron dot structure for carbon, that is for methane molecule. So I think this explanation, in detail explanation what I have given here, it is more than enough to understand how we can write the electron dot structure, how we can write the electron dot structure for atoms and molecules. I hope you have understood. Fine. Now we have covered carbon atom, oxygen atom, methane molecule, as well we have covered oxygen molecule, right? Now let us consider nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen molecule always comprises two nitrogen atom. So how to write the electron dot structure for nitrogen molecule we will understand. So see. So now let us consider nitrogen molecule. We know that atomic number for nitrogen is 7. Nitrogen is a 7. So how will you write the electronic dot structure? Electron dot structure ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ electronic configuration ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. So electronic configuration. So electronic configuration for nitrogen molecule, how we can write 2, 5. In the sense, nitrogen has got how many electrons? It has got 5 electrons around nitrogen atom. So how many nitrogen atoms are there? 2 in a nitrogen molecule. This is called as nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen molecule it is. Fine. Whereas this single N indicates it is nitrogen atom. Nitrogen atom ಸುತ್ತಲೂ 5 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅದಾವು. ಅಂತವು ಎಷ್ಟು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅದಾವು? 2. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right, like this we can write. Now I suppose to check out both the nitrogen has to complete their octet. It is mandatory that both nitrogen atoms has to complete their octet. So, ಎರಡು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ಗೆ 8 electrons ಬೇಕು. So, see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ 5 electron ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 1 ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕಡೆ ಅದಾವಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬೇಕು? 8 ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 3 more. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the sense, I would consider like this. For one nitrogen atom, I have got 8 electrons. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Understood? Other tara. E nitrogen nodri, in order to complete the valency of this nitrogen, I need still 3 more electrons. 5 are already there with it. So what it does, neighboring nitrogen, what it does? It gives its 3 electrons to this nitrogen atom. They will share the electrons. And I will be writing the structure like this. So this is called as electron dot structure for N2 molecule. N2 molecule wherein both the nitrogen atoms are existed in their octet complete. Understood? ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ? Right. So this is how we will be writing the nitrogen molecule. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗೈತಿ? ಎರಡು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 3 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ? Structural formula for nitrogen molecule will be written as N triple bond. It is N triple bond. Nodri e dot na ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್, e dot ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, e dot ಅನ್ನ ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. So structural formula what we write for nitrogen molecule is always N triple bond N. So this is how we will be writing. So ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, right? We have seen even this methane molecule, right? So all these are considered as electron dot structure. ಒಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಿಷಯನ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಏನಂದರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನುವ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಟಮನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟದವು. ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ you will come to know how to write the electron dot structure for respective molecule. So methane, ethane, butane, pentane, oxygen molecule, nitrogen molecule, that is other than hydrocarbon, they will also be asked in the examination. Other related kuda exam alli electron dot structure bariri anta keltara. Concentrate ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದಿ, ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀರಿ. So once we complete this nitrogen molecule, now let me tell regarding hydrogen sulfide. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಇದ್ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್, you all know it is formula, it has formula H2S. What is the formula for hydrogen sulfide? H2S. So you can see here hydrogen sulfide, it has formula H2S. Understood? ಸೊ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ಲಾಗನ ಇದೇನು ಹೊಸ ಆಟಮ್ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ, ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಟೇಬಲನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 18 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, this belongs to sulfur belongs to oxygen family. In the sense oxygen in ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು 6 electrons ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ಅದೇ ತರ ಸಲ್ಫರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟು electrons ಇರ್ತಾವ? 6 electrons are present, right? So when you consider electron dot structure for hydrogen sulfide, first ನಾ ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು? When you write electron dot structure, I must first consider sulfur. Sulfur ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಐತಿ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಸಲ್ಫರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತವು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ 6 electrons ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, ಥರ್ಡ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಸಲ್ಫರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬೇಕು? 2. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ 2 electrons ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 2 hydrogen atoms. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐಮ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದಲ್ಲ? ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದೀಸ್ 2 electrons for hydrogen. Similarly I have 2 electrons for this hydrogen atom also. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು? electron dot structure I have to write, right? So for this we all know hydrogen atom ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಡುಪ್ಲೆಟ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫುಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ. ಬಟ್ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಜನರಲಿ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ 8 electrons ಬೇಕು. 8 electrons ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ they will be happy. See, I have 2 electrons with this hydrogen. Similarly, I have 2 electrons for this hydrogen. In the sense, with this duplet of hydrogen is satisfied. Duplet of hydrogen is satisfied, right? Similarly, what I have sulfur atom also. But sulfur atom needs how many electrons? 8 electrons. So let me draw all those 8 electrons which are needed for sulfur atom. How will you draw? See, it will be drawn like this. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು 2 ಸರಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. This representation of circle indicates there are 8 electrons belongs to this sulfur. This diagrammatical representation indicates diagrammatical representation or circle indicates sulfur has got 8 electrons around it. So what about hydrogen? Hydrogen has got where hydrogen has got 2 electrons around it. So this is how we need to understand the things. I hope these things are all clear for you all. So ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಹೀಡ್ರೋ ಆಟಮ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಟನ್. It is your duty that I'll be giving you certain homework. So take that homework and you have to write electron dot structure and you have to submit it to me, so that I will confirm all the students are followed the video lecture what I made this day. Okay, so homework for you all. So write electron dot structure for the following. Write electron dot structure for following, right? So first you do consider S8 molecule, second you do consider ethene molecule, third you do consider here ethene, propene, butene, pentene, hexene and heptene, right? Electron dot structure for all of these compounds. Next you consider ethyne, propyne, butane, right? Pentine molecules. Enough. So try to write the electron dot structure for all these examples what I have given, right? It is as similar as that of the methane molecule we have written. Then we have written oxygen and all. Be careful while writing the bonds, while writing the electron dots around the symbol of that particular element. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಏನೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನೇನು ನಾವು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್, ಆಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟ್ಸ್, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ವರ್ಕ್. Fine. So next we have understood, we have covered successfully electron dot structure. Next what I have? Next I have allotropy. What is this allotropy meaning? It is considered as other form of an element or different forms of element which exist. So allotropy or allotropic forms. So allotropic forms and rendering, it is referred as different forms of an element. Different forms of an element are called as allotropes, but we mainly concern with different forms of carbon. So I can say different forms of carbon which exist are considered as allotropic forms. Video mat pause agite nod bande. So here different forms of an element, but we mainly consider concern with we have carbon atom. So carbon atom in the different allotropic forms. Carbons, different allotropic forms. They are called as what? Allotropes. So I can write here diamond, graphite. Then lastly I could consider Buckminster fullerene. So all these are considered as different forms of carbon atom. Carbon exists in diamond as well it exists in graphite. Graphite is considered to be a non-metal, but still it conducts conducts heat. Then we have Buckminster fullerene. It is a kind of ball of large number of carbon atoms. So that is example of different forms of carbon atom. So different forms of carbon atoms ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ? Allotropic forms, and that phenomenon is called as allotropy. Understood? Very good. So now we'll see regarding catenation process. We have completed allotropic forms. Now let's see catenation process. What do you mean by catenation? So catenation is nothing but, again it is exclusively belongs to carbon atom. Carbon has got its own property to make a bond with itself and with other atoms or other substituents to make a long carbon chain. That property of carbon atom is called as catenation process. So I could write here definition for catenation. It is A property exhibited by, property exhibited by carbon, where it binds with, where it binds or it combines with itself, it combines with itself as well with other atoms, as well with other atoms to make a long carbon chain, to make a long carbon chain is referred as catenation. It is referred as catenation process. It is referred as catenation process. Nodri ille I have first carbon, second carbon, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on, right? So each carbon ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ, 4 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ, ಹಿಯರ್ 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 and valency must be satisfied. These are carbon bonds. In the sense, carbon atom has got property to bind with itself, with carbon itself and with other atoms also. Other atom ಯಾವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ್ ಆಟಮ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮತ್ತು ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನೇ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿನ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟನೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಕೇಳೋದು ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So it is considered as, it is a process or it is considered as property exhibited the carbon which has capacity to get combines with itself and with other atoms also to form a long carbon chain, and that process is called as catenation process. Understood? Very good. So with this we will move to the next, that is regarding the tetravalency of carbon atom.